Hey guys, how you doing? Russ here, almost daily, almost live. No, I think I'm still live. Unplugged. Give me 2 seconds here and we'll be good. There. How's it going? My voice, I guess it's not too bad. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me. Read a book a long time ago, audiobook actually, so I guess I listened to it technically. Michael Singer, it was called The Surrender Experiment. It's a good read. I encourage you to check it out. Michael Singer, The Surrender Experiment. He talked about his goal to create a space and a place where there were no voices. Of course, one of the things I talk about a lot is the voices in your mind. I joke that, the good news is you're not crazy. The voices are real, and they really are. They come from so many different sources. But they are, your thoughts are like voices, and in the physical, non-physical circle, well, for those of you that have watched anything or been to the classes when I used to teach, you would see me draw that. The non-physical is your thoughts, right? Why is it non-physical? Because you can't take a thought and put it in a cup. But just because it's non-physical doesn't mean it's non-real. And your thoughts primarily are made up of voices or dialogues and pictures or movies. So whether it's a memory, whether you're projecting the future, whether you're imagining, those are the raw materials that build this. So what he was looking for was to create a space, a place that he could go to where there were no voices. And he did. Boy, it's a long time ago. Primarily, I think, through yoga and I think it was Zen meditation. So two different. So yoga meditation is kind of his thing, and that was the practice that he did, and he was able to cultivate this ability to go to a place where there were no voices. Now, for me, the way I describe it is, sometimes you'll get to that place where there are no voices, but probably the more practical is you get to a spot where the voices are over here. So rather than being part of the conversation, they're just like you're sitting in a restaurant. There's nobody at your table. There's people at that one, people at that one, people at that one. So you're aware of all these conversations, but you're not stuck up in them. That's what I find. You get to those spots where it's completely still, but not. It's a lot more challenging, I find, than to get to the spot again where you're just not part of that. You can just step outside for a moment, so to speak. So that's that. So how does that relate to what we all really want? And a flashback one more time. When I first started down this journey back in late spring, early summer of 2004. Early on, I discovered, I guess, maybe labeled it, that it's been my experience, and this is what Mickey was his nickname, I guess, for short, for Michael. What he was looking for, and I discovered what I was looking for, was peace. I would say in the classes when I did meditation gatherings, perfect peace, perfect stillness, perfect power. And what I discovered, and I think it's really common, is what we're looking for is peace. And just stick with me here. Not so much joy, happiness, all that type of thing, abundance, all those type of things. But where the gateway to finding those is through peace. And ironically, when we have those moments when we feel peace, we don't need all the other things. We don't need the abundance here, 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 and here. Again, which ironically puts us in the best position to experience those. I've also experienced that sometimes those don't show up. But that's okay, because we have peace. When we're at peace, it's okay if we don't have all these other things that we're supposed to have. And I find when we're at peace, I want to say we have the opportunity to taste joy, right? And even if we don't, I really believe more and more what we're looking for is peace. That's what we're looking for. And it seems to be at times very, very fleeting. But those moments, those moments where you can feel peace, where your body actually relaxes, not just sort of from here to here, but actually relaxes, even if it's just for a moment. Then relish and enjoy that moment, because maybe it only will be for a brief moment. And I think not to overlook that. One of the things I've really discovered is that peace is very much a gift. And it's one I find often we don't receive often. But when we do, in those moments, you get to experience joy. And that's such a powerful thing. And, I think for me, identifying, I guess, those moments, being open to those moments, for however fleeting they may be. And when we experience them, we just experience them for all they are worth. We don't know how long they'll last. They don't ever seem to last long enough. But to just find those moments, just the moment, the magic moment, if you will. That can't be my line. That's got to be somebody else's, but it's good. Those moments where you feel peace. Do your best not to look. Here's a challenge. When you feel those, there's almost a reluctance to surrender to them, because at least right now, they're not going to last long. So we feel that there's the opportunity, but I find proverbial we sometimes resist it, because to feel that moment and feel that joy and then have it gone, it's kind of like jumping in ice cold water. But when you do feel that, right, to surrender to it, to enjoy that moment, because you don't know when the next one will come. But you don't want to lose that opportunity. Just, hey, Maureen. Yeah, thank you. That's so true. That is so true. Thanks so much for watching it. My goodness, commenting. That's wonderful. Thank you. Enjoy the moment, because you don't know when the next one's going to come. And so do your best to not sort of hesitate, because I know this is going to end, but to surrender to it, even though you know when it ends, it's not going to feel good. But before you know it, there won't be any opportunity for any more of those moments to happen. And I think that's what Michael Singer did. He just enjoyed that moment. And the way his life played out was just, it's really an amazing story. It's almost an autobiography, I guess. But just when those moments find you, surrender to them, even though knowing that it's not going to be pleasant when they end. But enjoy it, because you never know when you won't have an opportunity to experience anymore. I really think that's what we're all looking for, is peace. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My voice kind of held out pretty good, so that's a good thing. Thank you so much, Maureen, for watching and commenting. I really appreciate that. That's the Wizard Unplugged. See you on the web, guys.